now to Lakerland here. LeBron James and the Lakers took a commanding 2-0 series lead over the Rockets last night. Even with Kevin Durant back in the lineup, LA pulled out a 101-94 win in Game 2, holding Durant to just 3 of his 23 points in the second half. LeBron, of course, led the way. 28 points, 8 boards, 7 dimes to help the shorthanded Lakers really control the series now as it shifts back to Houston. Are the Lakers proving at this point that they are dangerous, Wilbon?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they're dangerous in a way that we didn't really realize in this Houston series. LeBron, 24-0 when he and his teams are up 2-0 in the playoff series. So that right there, to me, we're not going to see a historical break. The question is, can they do this long enough to get either Luka or
Austin
Reeves back in the lineup? And I mean, not just back in the lineup. Effectively back in the lineups. And then LeBron can go back to doing whatever he diagnoses as necessary in the next series. And so the next series, the problem, of course, is against OKC. But dangerous? Absolutely.
No, they don't. He doesn't play as great with Doncic because Doncic has the ball constantly, and LeBron can't run what he wants to run, so that's a little adjustment. But you're 1,000% right. They're going to beat Houston. That second-round series, and OKC's going to sweep. So that second-round series is probably going to begin on May 4th. So I'll let Steven handle because you do it.
The first-round series is longer than the Olympics.
Oh, it takes way too long. But I'll let you handle that. You're there all the time. Is Doncic going to be able to play a week from this coming Monday?
I believe he will. Jeannie Buss, I interviewed her the other day. She would not confirm nor deny. She said, we're not going to let out any secrets or anything. She said, but we're excited about the possibilities, and left it at that.
So he's going to play second round?
You would think he's going to
play. So if that's the case.
I think if this series goes
7 games, he may play first round.
He may play first round.
Okay, so you think late?
Is it going to go 6 or 7?
That's my personal belief, but I didn't get that confirmed from Jeannie Buss. Here's what I would tell you, doggy. The answer to this question is no, the Lakers have not proven they're dangerous. They've proven that Houston doesn't belong on this level right
now. Well, both things can be true.
No, well, I'm saying, the reason why I'm saying
Houston's a disappointment.
Houston is a disappointment. Let me tell you why I'm saying I'm holding out. And I hope I'm wrong because, hey, Lakers win, that means I'm in Southern California. Steve's good. I'm rooting for the Lakers. I ain't rooting against them. But here's the deal, and I'm proud of my boy JJ and his staff. But let me say this to you. The Lakers were rolling. Remember, they were 15-2 in the month of March. They were rolling. When did everybody by the seams? And Luka was on a string where he went like 12, 13 straight games, dropping over 35 and just busting everybody's butt. They went to Oklahoma City. And that night, they got annihilated. You understand? They were down by damn near 50. They lost by 43. You understand? Because Oklahoma City said, what the hell is all this noise about? Who are y'all? Who these people think they are talking about? Let us remind y'all who the hell we are. And they came out there and destroyed them. Luka got hurt that game suddenly, the hamstring. I mean, he was down 40 when it happened. Down 40 when it happened. Hamstring. I thought it was so bad I was joking around. There might have been an excuse for him to get to the locker room because it was so embarrassing to watch, all right? Austin Reeves, the oblique injury, that kicked in and stuff like that. Only person that was brave enough to sit there while this onslaught came their way was LeBron. Oklahoma City is on a different level. And I'm talking about defensively. Everybody plays defense. Everybody plays with energy. You don't see cats out of pocket, out of their appropriate spots. They're spacing everything. People who are supposed to be guarded, when you're switching, the right person switching. And they don't make too many mistakes defensively. That's what I'm saying. So that ain't Houston. And they got a point guard that know how to run the show.
Well, but that's why
I'm looking at them like, yo, it's a different level.
It is, Stephen A., but that's why they needed to finish third. That's why the third spot was important.
That's right.
To avoid Oklahoma City in the second round.
And that's all I'm saying.
And so, but I'm trying to be true. Oklahoma City right now, with everybody else having lost a game, and there's some surprises, Detroit losing the way they did, the Knicks losing the way they did, the Celtics losing the way they did. Oklahoma City is the last team out there that looks like we've expected them to look. But the Lakers, come on now, those first 2 games have been very impressive, particularly game 2 with Durant back.
Let me try to change your mind real quick on this. So last year I'm covering the conference finals. It's Minnesota versus OKC. OKC has its way with Anthony Edwards and all this other stuff. And then game 3 showed up, and Minnesota blitzed them. Beat them by 40, Just blew them out of the building. And as Shea
McMahon, this calls for a bifurcated conversation.
Oh, I don't know what that means. I look forward to finding out.
He didn't. Lakers over here, Rockets over here. Who do we want to start with?
Well, listen,
separate ones.
I'll tell you this. The Rockets offense is definitely fricated right now.
I will start with the Lakers, okay? I just want to say, watching this game, it was like a throwback to 2006 because that's what this game looked like. It was an absolute rock fight. LeBron was, parading to the line, trying to get to the basket, couldn't make a real jumper. I guess he made a couple, but he's 8 of 20 and basically just making plays left and right at low efficiency. And I guess they did creep over 100, but for a long time, it looked like the game might be, in the 90s to the 80s. The difference is in 2006, LeBron was 21. Now he's 41. And they just stitched it together. And look, Marcus Smart, you're going to have role players hit shots. Marcus Smart hit shots. Marcus Smart and Luke Kennard combined for 48 points in this game. Now, if Reeves and Doncic were playing, I suppose it's possible their averages are higher than that. Maybe they would have come up with more than 48. But against the Rockets, you don't need that many points. And that is an incredible way that they're delivering. And I'll say this. Number one, beyond LeBron just putting up the numbers, I'm not surprised. You tip your cap to him, but you're not surprised. I will say that at the trade deadline, the Lakers traded for Luke Kennard. There was a bit of a market for him. The Lakers got the deal done. Whatever you want to say, they got the deal done. It was a reasonable deal. Gabe Vincent, did they give a second, Bontemps? I can't remember.
Yeah, Gabe Vincent in a second.
All right. And then J.J. Redick, it's not like Luke Kennard is standing in the corner and just hitting threes. He's hit some threes, but they are J.J. Redick is designing a game plan where Kennard's getting the ball on the move. They're running actions for him and showing that he isn't just a spot-up shooter. I wonder if J.J. sees a little bit of a mirror in Luke Kennard. Duke player, viewed as a spot-up shooter. JJ may have thought in his career, I'm just guessing, no one said this to me, but JJ might have thought, I could do more than just come off floppy action and, run around and catch and shoot a three. I could put the ball on the floor and they could run some stuff for me. Whatever it is, they put a game plan in that has given Luke Kennard the opportunity to become basically a shot creator, and he is delivering. He is 9 years into his career, and he is delivering in ways that I had not seen before. Maybe he's done this in Memphis or something.
He has definitely handled the ball some in the past. It's not like he was never dribbling.
But he's
not like this.
He is basically, he's the number one 3-point shooter in the league percentage-wise this year. But earlier in his career at Duke and then when he was in high school, he was a total give me the ball and let me create my own shot. So anyway, that is definitely to be admired. Also, Jackson Hayes, like Alperen Şengün's numbers were better in this game than game one, but Jackson Hayes guards him down the stretch of this game. And Şengün made a couple of baskets, but Jackson Hayes was effectively guarding Alperen Şengün, most of it straight up. Jackson Hayes was plus 12 in this game. Okay? So I'll let you talk about the Rockets, McMahon, but this is a double story. The Lakers are really manufacturing something here. And I noticed in DraftKings, they've swung to the favorites, and I don't blame them.
Oh, yeah, they're up 2-0, and LeBron's had 24 2-0 leads in series in his career and won every single series.
All right, McMahon, the Rockets, go ahead.
Man, God, they're hard to watch. They're hard to watch, and you're watching game one, and they say, "Okay, man, boy, do they need KD because this is ugly." And then KD comes back, and the guy had 20 points at halftime on 6 of 7 shooting. Second half, he had 3 points on 1 of 5 shooting. He commits 9 turnovers in the game. The guy had more turnovers than buckets. Had 9 turnovers, 4 in the fourth quarter, and I go back to the baseball series I covered in Houston, that first game, when they're just, and they're varying the double teams, they're varying like when they send the second defender and, where it's coming from and all that. It's not like it's the same, as LeBron says, it's not like it's the same pitch. They're mixing up their pitches, but the Rockets and KD in particular are not handling it well at all. And Reed Shepherd had 11 scoreless minutes in this game, fellas. Like, for a team starved for offense, they got a donut from the guy who's probably...
On NBA Today, we were asked, and I hate this kind of bleep, but, I was following the procedures of the producer said, pick, I don't make predictions. This is one of the reasons why. Pick a hot take for this game. And I said that Reed Shepherd would have a huge bounce back after 6 of 20. Boy, was that wrong.
Yikes. Yeah. Nice little 0-4. And one of those was a 3 in transition with KD open. And KD got the rebound and actually got a bucket off it. But KD was letting Reed Shepherd know on the way back down the floor, hey, when I'm open running the floor, don't pull up from 28. Give me the damn ball. But what an just an ugly, abysmal performance. And again, man, 23 points on 7 of 12. 9. 23 points on 7 of 12 shooting, but that was a terrible KD performance.
They're just running a double team at him. Do they not know they're going to bring a double team to Kevin Durant? Do they not know that?
Right. I mean, this is the thing. This is where it's hard for me to really parse out the, your point about the bifurcated nature of this. Look, the Lakers have been red hot shooting the first couple games, but the Rockets have, there's no theory to the Rockets offense. They're just smashing their heads into the wall and flinging the ball around. And they're running double teams to Kevin Durant. It's like the Rockets don't have a plan for that. It's what we've seen in clutch games all season. They just completely short circuit all the time. And also the other, couple other things. One, Amen Thompson never guarding LeBron James. I don't really understand what the plan of that is. Perhaps it's some sort of, we want to have him when he switches on to LeBron. Well, he's not switching on LeBron if he's standing in the corner guarding Marcus Smart and LeBron's going against Tari Eason or somebody else and getting where he wants. Also, Kennard is just straight line driving, going by guys on the perimeter for the Rockets and getting to the rim in the fourth quarter. This team that's supposed to be an excellent defensive team, just not really stopping the ball anywhere. And then you go down the other end and Durant's just throwing crazy passes. And again, they have 17 more shots than the Lakers today in this game. And, they're winning the possession game. Does not matter. And again, you could say, if you're LeBron even said it in the post-game interview, guys play better at home than on the road. For the Rockets, you could say, we're going to go back to Houston and, Kennard, Marcus Smart aren't going to, go 16 for 26 from the field like they did today. And we're going to get a couple wins and get right back in the series, which might be true, but it doesn't change the fact that you watch this game and it's like these guys they just can't run basic NBA offense at times. The Lakers are not the prime, to go back to your thing about 2005, this isn't the 2005 Pistons defense. The Lakers are an okay defensive team and they're making the Rockets
they
just
work
look
hard, but
inept.
they're very limited.
Yeah.
They have, and honestly, part of the reason they're very limited defensively is because their 2 best scorers aren't great defenders. Those guys aren't playing right now, but
3
still.
best scorers.
But
buddy.
Luke Kennard has
true.
replaced one of them. Luke Kennard is no defensive ace.
Correct.
DeAndre Ayton and Jackson Hayes are not Rudy Gobert. Come
this
on.
Is true.
This, no disrespect. They're playing really hard, but come on.
No, they are completely befuddling the Rockets with smoke and mirrors. They are out scheming them is what we're watching right now.
And out executing. Out scheming and out executing.
Out everything. There's just, what is the plan for the Rockets?
Well, that's
what is
the thing,
the plan for the offense besides throw it at the backboard and hope to get the rebound?
Yeah. I want to credit the Lakers defense, but the offense is just, I don't, it's element. I don't know.
Well, also, how is Kevin Durant only getting 12 shots?
Because they kept throwing a second defender at him and he kept throwing the ball away.
My point is you have to find a way to get Kevin. There has to be a plan to get Kevin Durant more than 12 shots.
There has not been a plan for a long time. That's the issue.
It's crazy. It's crazy how just completely inept they look on offense.
I would just say that this season had a lot of promise for the Rockets. And obviously they've had stuff happen to them that they cannot control, losing these players to injury. But they have not maximized the hand that they've had, at least to this point.
No. Look, when Fred VanVleet got hurt, we came on the pod and talked about how this set up Amen Thompson to have an all-star, most improved player kind of season and like seize the opportunity and run with it. And he just didn't. Like, he hasn't been that great. He's been fine.
I mean, his brother is going to end up more decorated this year than him, I think.
Well, yeah, I mean, we didn't even talk about that the other day. I don't know if we're going to talk about Minnesota later. No offense to Sar Thompson, who I had second team all defense. He absolutely should not have been.
I think Mr. Gobert might have felt a certain way about that.
But we'll get to that.
We'll talk about that.
But
all right, 2-0 Lakers, and Shams said today that that Luka was not going to play in this series, but I haven't heard that about Austin Reeves. Let's point that out. Okay, Bontemps up at TD Garden.